Welcome to game.
Toss has been done. I don't know. I'll just check.
That's live. It's good to go.
I'll just
Okay.
check. So you
Yep.
do an intro.
Yeah.
I'll tell you to register.
Yep.
Good evening, everybody. We are just testing the mic to see if we're live. And just waiting for Pete to give me the thumbs up. And yes, we are live and exclusive at the SPL Indoor Stadium. My name's Nitin. I'm going to be your commentator tonight. And I'm not playing tonight, which is really exciting, which means I can focus purely on the commentary. We are about to go into the huddle and see what these guys have to say and get a bit of an interview first. The Falcons are going to be bowling first. Nicole, your thoughts on this game so far? Won the toss.
It's a must win.
Won the toss, bowl first.
Bowl first. That was my idea.
Yep.
Just going back to the game 2 games ago where we beat Kern's team.
Yep.
So I think we just want to rekindle that.
Yep.
We tried setting last week, didn't work well. Worked out too well for us. So just go
Open the ball.
basics.
Perfect. There it is. Live and exclusive from Nicole. Pre-game interview.
Here's Piyush. We got Nitin, our commentator.
So we'll be doing a little bit of that tonight on the field. Live interviews. And Piyush is going to open the bowling.
Right arm over.
Bowling down the breeze. I do think also we should start using last names in commentary just to make it a bit more professional. I'll try my best. As
Right.
Gulati to open the bowling. Lieutenant bowls outside the off stump. Beaten. Piyush Gulati runs in and bowls a full toss.
1 run.
Outside the off stump. Edged away. Goes behind that man, Kieran, at the point door. And there'll just be a single. Piyush runs in and bowls short. And dropped by that man at cover. Oh, you got to take those chances early. In a game like this where it's a must-win for both teams. The catch has gone down and Piyush not happy. As Piyush runs in and he bowls. And that's hit him on the pad. 107 Ks going down the leg side, it looked like from my angle. Bunty decides not to review. Joel signalling down the leg side. Piyush cranking up the pace here to 107 Ks an hour. After that drop catch, I think he's pretty fired up. Let's see. Backing a short ball, this ball. As Piyush runs in and bowls. Big full Yorker. Obviously, he doesn't think the way that I do. Much cleverer fast bowler than I am. Bowls an outswinger. Edged away by Yuvraj, and there's no run. Piyush runs in and bowls a short ball. Very well played by Yuvraj. Nice and late. And fielded by that man, Kieran, at the point door. So, if you just joined us, a drop catch early. Yuvraj coming back for this game. Dropped at cover off the bowling of Piyush. And it's none for 4 after 1. Nakurao, who by his own standards had a little bit of a disappointing game. Last match, he'll be keen to make up for it in a lot of people's fantasy teams. So he'll be looking to get Cam out. Cam under pressure, as Pulkit's pre-game report. Edged. There's the ball. Taken by Kieran at the door. That's not going to help his cause. Cam outside edging the first ball from Nicole. And a good catch from Kieran at the door. So the media reports have been that Cam, by his team, is not really being appreciated as their skipper. I don't know whether that's true or not, but that's what's been reported in the media. And it's not going to help his case when he nicks off first ball. Nakurao. Looks like he's switched on today, Nakurao. It's Rao to bowl to Sharma. Rao bowls, Sharma comes forward, defends. Straight down the pitch. Bunty fields, there's no run. Rao bowls short of off. Sharma plays and misses, and there's no run. So it doesn't look like the ball is doing too much tonight. I think we'll see Rao hit the deck hard as he bowls. Played off the back foot by Sharma, fielded by Piyush at cover, and there's no run. Rao bowls down the leg side, an attempted off-cutter. He does bowl that ball every now and again, that off-cutter. When he gets it right, a very dangerous ball, but this time going down the leg side. Rao bowls short, strikes Sharma on the body. Sharma calling for a leg by and gets it. And Rao to finish off the over now. Last ball. Sharma waits. Rao. Tension building as he runs in and bowls. Sharma has a big swing at it. And misses. Good take there from Anok behind the stumps. Shiv Goundan going to be the key with the bat, in my opinion, from the Hargrave Hammers. One of the premier batsmen going around in SPL. He's waiting to come in next as Yuvraj. He's going to face Piyush, who's going to look to pitch the ball up and bowl fast. 107 k's an hour, the quickest ball tonight. So bowl short, and Kiran drops the ball at point. It was a tricky one. It was one of those, that rebound of 2 nets. And it strikes him on the left shoulder. And there's 1 run. And the same opportunity this time! And Rao has taken an absolute blinder, reminiscent of a Nikhil Raniga type effort, running forward, getting the right hand underneath, and taking an excellent catch. He's very switched on tonight as Gulati gets a well-deserved wicket. As the Hargrave Hammers in a world of trouble at 6 for 2 after 2.1. Sharma yet to score, and the new man, Goundan, who I think will be the key if the Hargrave Hammers are going to put up any fight whatsoever. It's going to be the key. We'll do this over, and then I'm going to try and get an interview with Bhargav Ganti just before he goes out to bat. Get into his mind and see what he's thinking, because he is under a lot of pressure to perform tonight on the big stage. Scolati, he's got his tail up. Goundan lets that ball pass very close to his off stump. Again, not a lot of movement, but a little bit of, I guess, seam movement off the seam, nothing in the air. Scolati bowls. Short down the leg side, wide given, well played by Goundan. It always looks like he's got more time than anybody else when he's batting. Goundan faces up. Gulati runs in and bowls over the wicket, bowls short again. Goundan comfortably underneath, and there's no run. Gulati runs in and bowls another short ball down the leg side. Goundan lets it pass, and that will be another wide. It seems like an interesting plan they've got to Goundan to bowl short, test his patience out a little bit. As Gulati bowls a pitched up ball this time, Goundan comfortably plays on the offside, gets off the mark. One of my favourite batsmen to watch in SPL is Shiv Goundan. As Gulati runs in, off the glove, a chance, and Goundan taken by Knuckle Rao again, who's been involved in all 3 dismissals. So if you have Knuckle Rao in your fantasy team, you'll be pretty happy right now. Goundan out. There's the big wicket. And with that, the hopes of the Hargrave Hammers rest well and truly on this man, Bhargav Ganti's shoulders. Man under pressure, $2 million. If there is ever a stage to perform, it is right now at 3 for 9. Bhargav Ganti's got 1 ball Ganti has to face from Gulati, who's got his tail up. Can he get through the first one? You sense the tension building. You see the pressure on his face. He's putting on a brave face, but he's going to be very nervous inside. Gulati will look to get this ball full and straight. Gulati runs it and bowls full and straight. And Ganti gets forward and defends. Straight to Bunty at mid-on. That'll fill him up with a little bit of confidence. It's a full fast ball. And he got on the front foot early and seemed to hit it quite well. That'll settle the nerves, but not as much as getting off the mark will. Now Sharma, he only knows one way as he's going to face up to Knuckle Rao. Can he get in a 4th dismissal tonight? Knuckle Rao to Sharma. You just sense that something's going to happen this over again. There's Rao bowls, a slow ball. Sharma lets it strike him on the leg. 1 leg by. Rao bowls. Short ball, played off the back foot nicely into the gap there, just to the right of that man Kieran at the door, and there's 2 runs. The Hammers move to 3 for 12 from 3.2. Change in field now, 3-1, offside field. Looks like they're going to target him outside the off stump, wait for him to play a bad shot. Sharma awaits, tapping his bat. As Rao bowls, another short ball, play and miss, well taken there from a knock behind the stumps. When are we going to see that big strike down the ground as Rao bowls short and beating him outside the off stump once again, playing away from his body. It's the way he plays, Sharma. As Rao bowls short, Sharma drives off the back foot in the air, but finds that gap again to the right of Kieran. Gets another 2 runs. Last ball of the over, Rao bowls full and Sharma strikes. And miscues it off the leading edge. A great take from Gulati to his left. And there's another wicket for Knuckle Rao, who's now been involved in 4 dismissals and is on absolute fire. The pressure builds here on Bhargav Ganti, and I don't think that's a bad thing. Sometimes situations like this can bring the best out of very good players, and we know he's a very good player. And this is a sort of situation that is tailor-made for Bhargav Ganti. It's a disappointing dismissal there from Sharma. He's a better player than that, and in this situation, probably should have knuckled in a little bit more. As you can see the signs of pressure on Ganti's face as he stands waiting to face. It's going to be Gulati again. The nerves will be there until he gets off the mark. Ganti taps his bat and waits. And he gets a short ball from Gulati outside the off stump. He drops the hands and lets it go. Ganti awaits. Another short ball and he's down on his haunches. A good one, well directed by Gulati. And Ganti plays it well, getting the gloves out of the way. Is he going to get off the mark this ball? Gulati bowls a slow ball. Ganti goes back and nudges. The pressure building on Ganti here. Pressure really building. Can he get himself off the mark? 14 for 4. Gulati bowls. Another short ball. They're giving him absolutely nothing to score off here. 4 for 14. Gulati bowls. Ganti awaits. Takes a step forward and is hit on the foot. But the ball sliding down the leg side. And there's no man there on the leg side door. Ganti at his best would have worked that easily for a boundary. Last ball of the over. No runs off it so far. Gulati looking to go around the wicket. I wonder if we're going to see a short ball directed at his chest. It's not. It's a full toss. Gets the outside edge. Gets the outside edge and Ganti's off the mark. As we go upstairs to check whether it's a no ball or not. Looked like it was touch and go. Waist height, but Ganti off the mark, which will help him out. As we check here upstairs for the no ball. It will not be a free hit either way. As we wait for Ricky, we'll go through who's left to come in. So we've got Pav in next, and then my man Narayan in after that. So still a bit of batting to come. I think if they can get a score of 70, it'll give them something to bowl at. So we look at these replays here for a no ball. It really is touch and go. And we'll wait for the call here.
So it's a 1 run.
But Ricky Solomon's not convinced that that was above the waist height. Calls it a dot ball and ends the over. You see Rao bowling now to Oliver. Yes, Ganti off the mark. Big news with that over. Rao to bowl to Oliver, who's handy with the bat. Rao bowls a full ball. Oliver comfortably defends off the front foot straight to Galati. There's no run. Rao bowls a full ball outside the off stump. Big shot for caught behind. No noise there. Joel Anok absolutely convinced that he heard an outside edge, but no one else went up with him. Rao bowling beautifully here as Oliver waits. Rao bowls a full ball on middle and leg stump. Swinging away. Finding a bit of movement through the air is Rao. Oliver plays off the front foot. There's no run. Rao runs in and bowls short ball outside the off stump. Oliver gets on the front foot and lets that ball pass. There's no run. It's 4 dot balls. Rao changes the field to a 2-2 formation. Looks like he's going to bowl straight. As he bowls a ball on the middle stump. Oliver gets on the back foot. Plays it away nicely in the end. To that man, Kieran at the door, who fields. This time we've changed to a 3-1 formation. As Rao bowls outside the off stump, comfortably played by Oliver. Negotiated that over really well. As the Hargrave Hammers go to 4 for 15 after 6 overs.
It's a bit of a struggle for the Hammers.
Yes, definitely not the start that they needed, especially with their skipper going without scoring and
there's
their main
a lot
man.
of pressure on him, and his head's on the line here.
Yeah, we'll try and get an interview with him at some stage and see what he's thinking. But Shiv Gowden as well,
He's
arguably their best batsman.
Right arm over.
But if ever a situation called for it, this is it. Bhargav Ganti faces off the mark this time. He's going to face Gulati again.
Wide ball.
Bowls down the leg side and wide. Probably getting a little bit tired now. Sorry, change of bowler. Bunty Singh, who's bowling this over.
Top ball. I wouldn't be surprised if he's tired. This is his second game. Back-to-back game.
This is Bunty Singh. Bowled off the glove. Taken. And given not out. Gunty walking. Gunty walking off his glove. Taken by that man. Kieran at the door, who's taken a couple of catches tonight. As Gunty dismissed again for 1 run.
They're in massive trouble. He's 16 for 5.
5 for 16. Is this the lowest score so far? Is this the most precarious situation that any team's been in?
I think
Off
so.
the top of my head.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's
my
been
memory, I
below
don't think anyone's
4 for
been
20, I think.
Yeah.
So now it's 16 for 5. This is big. This is the man with 8 SPL titles. Pav.
Neja walks out.
Right arm over.
Got all the experience in the world. That's what you need facing pressure. As Bunty Singh's going to bowl. Neja takes his stance outside the leg stump. Just takes a little trigger movement back and across as he plays comfortably off the front foot for Bunty Singh. Ball on a length on the off stump. There's no run. As Bunty Singh bowls. Neja back and across as the ball goes down the leg side. And it'll be a wide. Second wide for Bunty this over. As Singh bowls. Neja moves across his stumps and defends nicely.
I wouldn't be surprised if extras are the leading run scorers so far.
As a big full toss from Singh. Worked away down the leg side from Neja. There's a single. Score goes to 18. Every run absolutely crucial.
8 leg buys. 8 extras so far.
8 extras so far. Comfortably the leading run scorer. This is like going back to the under 10 days.
Top ball. That's over.
Have you ever coached an under 10 side before, Ricky?
I have actually. I coached juniors under 8s.
How was that? Didn't scare them off?
Nah, I didn't. Lucky it didn't scare them off, but they at least were more organised than Cam, I believe.
And were extras the leading run scorer in that under 8s?
They definitely made more runs than Cam.
So, Ricky Solomons. Everybody doing what he does best. Berating the opposition captain. As Rao to bowl his 4th over. Fair enough at 2 for 5. He bowls and hit in the air straight to Singh, who spills it. Tough chance. He's fielding very close there at cover. It's one of those that just have to stick.
Seb made 30 last game.
Yeah, he's a handy batsman, Oliver. He's got a good technique. As he waits for Rao. Rao bowls a straight ball in the air this time, and Galati takes the catch. There's another one for that combination, Rao Galati.
Bit of commentator's curse there, talking how good he played.
Let's blame that one as well on Ricky Solomons as my man Narain comes in. He was my pick tonight to be one of the influences of the game.
He was not supposed to play the whole tournament, but he's in surprisingly. I didn't expect him to play.
I just have a feeling that Narain's going to get some runs tonight.
These two might be the combination that might get them somewhere. Narain's in, first game out, right arm over.
Rao bowls, Narain Kanagasingham waits. Down the leg side. Kanagasingham won't feel the pressure that everyone else is feeling. He hasn't been involved in any of the losses so far. There's Rao bowls. Ball on middle stump. Kanagasingham back and across and defending to Singh, and there's no run. 3 balls to go. Rao bowls a ball to Kanagasingham, who's on the front foot and driving nicely straight to Galati at mid-off, and there's no run. Rao bowling. Ball outside the off stump, left alone. And there's no run. Last ball of Rao's spell is bowled absolutely magnificently tonight. Rao bowls a slow ball, Kanagasingham on the front foot. Hits straight back to Rao, and we've seen one of the brilliant spells of SPL. 4 overs.
That is a great spell from
1 maiden, 3 for 6.
That was great.
Unbelievable spell.
Just like he does his job at the Misfits.
Back to Rao at his absolute best tonight. After a bit of an off game last one. He just come off a flight that morning, so I think he can be excused.
Did he came from Hawaii or somewhere?
He came from Indonesia, I believe.
Oh, he looks a bit black.
He does look a little tan. As Arnaja stands outside leg stump. That movement across his stumps. And plays a strange looking shot. Looking to work it to the leg side. Singh bowls. Arnaja plays a pull shot but doesn't connect as it goes down the leg side. Wide signaled. Singh bowls outside the off stump, a little wide again. Not given this time by Solomon. As Arnaja plays a cut shot, doesn't connect, there's no run. Singh bowls, and some confusion now between the wickets.
4 runs, he crossed over, so it's 4 runs.
But a misfield by Singh allows Arnaja to get through.
Oh, sorry, 5.
For 3 runs.
But they crossed before, after the ball went up.
Now, I'm going to get away a little bit from Ricky Solomon's mic.
Handy donation.
As Kanagasingham waits. Smashes a short ball down the ground.
That's out.
And Bunty has just pulled off one of the most incredible catches you will ever see. A single-handed catch. The ball that was absolutely flying over his right shoulder. And he's just stuck that right mid out. And it is somehow stuck. Unbelievable fielding.
That'll be now our greatest catches for the tournament for the SPL.
Kanagasingham dismissed without scoring. And that ends the innings for the Hargrave Hammers. A very, very disappointing effort. All out for 25, the lowest score in the history of APL. And that will just mount the pressure.
Pick the best ball for them.
On Cam. And let's go down and get a feature now and see what thoughts go through the skipper's mind and Bhargav Ganti's mind as they pick the balls. We'll go down and have a look. See if we can get some interviews. Dejected figures. They look. We're going to go into the huddle. Just going to get some permission. You boys having a huddle? You boys having a huddle? It's Ganti's. Do you have permission? All right, we're going live into the Hargrave Hammers huddle.
Solid batting performance. They're definitely going to don't worry about the wicket. Let's build up some pressure and then attack the batsman that's not Joel. Cool. Yep.
Thank you very much to the Hammers for allowing us to penetrate the huddle. As another exclusive first, I'm going to get out of here before Bhargav Gandhi kicks me out. Stranger things have happened. Don't know whether this strange though in SPL history to see any team not get to 25, especially with aggressive batsmen like Joel Enoch at the top of the order. I'm going to try and grab him quickly. Joel, can I grab you quickly? What sort of attitude are you going to go into this chase with? Are you going to look to play your shots and finish it in the first 2 or 3 overs?
Not really. If they can get out for 25, even we can. So we're going with that mentality that we're going to stick to our plans and play normal cricket, basic cricket. If the ball is there in the slot to hit, we're going to hit it. There is the run there, we're going to run. Nothing stupid. That's what we are. Well, yeah, we've seen plenty of games like this, and it can go either way. 2 quick wickets, and they're back in the game. So yeah, we're trying to avoid that and head down.
I'll buy you an ice cream if you finish it in the first 2 overs.
Possibly you can have that ice cream by yourself, but I'm not getting one.
Always the most humble cricketer, Joel Enoch. Yuvraj on his comeback game is going to open the bowling. He'll be bowling to Kiran. As Kiran lets that ball pass. They need 2 or 3 early wickets here. Yuvraj bowls and Atale is forward and defending to the captain Cam, who interestingly had nothing to say in the huddle. The huddle was led by Narain. As Yuvraj bowls off the front foot defence, Kiran. And there's no run, so Cam had nothing to say in the huddle. So obviously feeling the pressure here tonight. As Yuvraj bowls down the leg side, it's a wide. When you've only got 25 runs to play with, you cannot afford to bowl a wide. As Yuvraj bowls, Kiran lets the ball pass outside the off stump. Stings well and truly out of this game unless 2 or 3 early wickets fall. As Yuvraj tries a slower ball, as often what happens when you're under pressure defending a low score, you often try a little bit too much, and that was an example of that. Big full toss to slower ball, as Atale works it nicely to mid-wicket for 1 run. Yuvraj bowled a nice ball outside the off stump, and Atale's forward and letting the ball pass. Most games in which we've seen teams collapse chasing low scores, the bowling team don't necessarily try anything fancy or don't necessarily try anything new. They just make the batsman play, and often it's the pressure in the batsman's mind facing a low score that causes a collapse. As Aneja's going to bowl. As Aneja bowls, Anok could just smash down the ground. I think he is after that ice cream after all, as he misses. As he smashes this one down the ground and gets a boundary. Wonder if we're going to see another 7-wicket loss here. As Aneja bowls, Anok looking to get forward. Defends and there's no run. Aneja bowls. Anok forward defending, no run. He's got a very expansive trigger movement, does Anok. Big step back and a big step across. There's a missed field now. As Bhargav Gandhi puts his hands to his face. As Aneja misfields. And this time Anok flicks it off his... A misfield again. The wheels absolutely coming off now for the Hammers. At the end of 2 overs, the Francis Falcons none for 14. This game well and truly over. Going to try and make this a bit more exciting by asking some difficult questions to players that haven't been performing. As Narain He's going to bowl outside the off stump. Atala lets it go. I've got my man Nakul Rao with me again for a quick interview after that sterling performance in the field and with the ball. 3 for 5 off 4 overs. As Narain bowls outside the off stump, Atala lets it pass. Nakul absolutely smashing victory.
It's not. Did you say victory? Game's not done yet, mate.
So that's the common thing we've seen all night. The Francis Falcons, they refuse to accept that they're going to win this game with only 9 runs required.
You just never know. You just never know. Cricket's a funny game, right? Like they almost lost what, like 5 for 9 as well. So no reason why I can't have drugs. Although we are going very well at the moment.
As Narain, can they get a consolation wicket? Athale goes off the back foot to a ball that's relatively full, plays and misses, that ends the over. As we're going to see Ganti take the ball, who's had another disappointing day by his own standards.
Look, I mean, you can't keep a champion like Bhargav down. I think the chat has sort of, if I must say so, it would be weighing on him psychologically, but he's one big innings away from coming back.
Well, he did tell me to get lost while I was trying to get the huddle live, but then he sort of loosened up a bit and let me in the huddle in the end, but he was very quick to tell me to send me on my way as Anok plays the ball on the leg side for 2 runs.
The thing is, like, I've been there. Like, I've been in the position that Bhargav's been in, like, where you're just short of runs. You're pretty much, like, you feel good, but you just can't do anything about it. I think with Bags, it's like, we know how dominating he could be. Like, he scored more runs than me during the SPL season last season, and everyone had me pegged for most runs. So, he is a very talented player.
The frustrated throw from Cam as the score goes to 18. Satale faces Ganti. Can he get a consolation wicket? Going to see if I can grab Shiv Goundan to see his thoughts. See if I can get an interview with Shiv Goundan. Shiv, can I grab you for a couple of words? So Shiv, a lot of this team's batting morale rests on your shoulders. They're very capable shoulders, but by your own standards, you probably haven't been getting as many runs as you would like.
Yeah, mate, definitely haven't led from the front. Look, I think my captain wants to trade his vice captain, so I wouldn't be surprised if he does. But yeah, no, I think I need to perform a lot better. But we've definitely got some batting heavyweights in our team, and yeah, just haven't been able to get the runs on the board. I think, look, we just need to regroup, get back. I think by the end of it, we literally just need to beat these guys who we're playing. We're a better team than what our score's been. But look, we'll fight back next game and go from there.
Hargrave Hammers superstar Shiv Goundan still looking to be positive as this game is well and truly over. And what a way to finish it in absolute style. Joel Enoch smashes the ball through mid-off for 6. And it sort of sums up the Hargrave Hammers comprehensively destroyed by 7 wickets. We knew they were struggling, but we didn't see this coming. As Joel Enoch has single-handedly scored 23. As Athale, the supporting hand on 3. As the Francis Falcons, a big win for them. And he wants the ice cream. No, 2 overs. 2 overs. 2 overs. You're 2 overs short. Okay, let's go into the huddles. I don't want to risk my life by going to the losing team huddles.
You just need to stick to this, yeah?
Keep going, you're doing a really good job. We're in the huddle live here with Bunty Singh.
You know what? Both the times you've been commentating, we've won with the ball.
Yeah, that's it. So we have Negi and we have Nitin to be here always for our games from now
It's a
on.
much happier huddle to be a part of. I was told to get lost when I was in the other huddle. So That's it. We'll start the presentation in approximately 3 minutes. Hang in there. A lot of candidates for man of the match.
If you look at the way we played last game, very sloppy. All those balls that were going through and going for four, we stopped today. It made a massive difference. Put the dot ball pressure on. They made mistakes. They had a lot of good players in their team, so we should be really proud of ourselves for the way we've gone about it. Again with at the start, it's very strong. Like I think the good thing is the communication as well. When bowlers start straying, like Bunty's there, he's saying reset your line, and even when you stray, someone else comes and says reset your line. So that's really helped as well. Um, so come on, lads.
There you go, everybody. You heard it first. It's amazing how people change when they know that the mic's on them. About the way they speak in the huddle. Everything seems to become a little more respectful, a little more formal. And we're going to go to a short break before I announce the man of the match. So basically when they're talking, put it right up close. This is on. In approximately 30 seconds, we'll go live with the presentation. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the presentation ceremony of what's been a slightly disappointing game and one we hoped that would be a closer contest. If I can get the losing captain, Cam, out for a few words, please. Cam, obviously not the result that you hoped for. You guys still yet to get off the mark, and some thought in the media of some rifts within the dressing room. What do you think's going wrong, mate?
So definitely no riffs or anything. I think one of the things we were just discussing it then. Obviously confidence is quite low, and that first win is going to be a challenge. But we know these things can turn around quite quickly as well. So when you are in a hole in here, it can be tough to get out of there. But that's where you've got to show a bit of courage and fight through it. So that's our challenge as a team.
So it's a difficult situation for any captain to be in, and I appreciate how positive you still are. What do you think you need to do now to change before your next game?
I think individually we all got to take responsibility for our roles in the team. None of us, we were just talking about then, none of us have had maybe more than one game where we can say we walked away saying we played okay. So we're all playing pretty bad, and it's sort of resonating across the team. And it often can take one or two individuals to lift a team with one performance. So we just got to work hard, and hopefully it can turn next game.
And your own performance, Cam, at the top of the order, not sort of clicking at this stage. Are you going to look for a few changes, I guess, to the batting order as you go forward? What's the plan going ahead with that?
Yeah, definitely. So obviously we've got to talk about it as a team and work out what's the best to get wickets in the first half of innings and sort of setting it up for the back half. So we've got to talk about that and see what's our best combination to do that.
Thanks, mate. All the very best for your next game. Difficult situation for everybody, anyone to be in, and I think he's doing a really good job. Can we get the winning captain, Bunty Singh? Second time I've had the pleasure of interviewing Bunty Singh. Bunty, and a comprehensive victory for you guys. Must fill you up with confidence going into the next game.
Yeah, we spoke about the things that we did wrong yesterday, and that's how we just implemented those things and eliminated those, and we made sure that we don't repeat the same mistakes. We just spoke about the team effort, that everybody has to chip in at some point, and that's what we did. It was an entire team effort.
What do you think the difference was from yesterday's game to today's game? What were the things that you changed?
Mainly, it was our fielding. We were pretty much switched on before the game. Everybody was on it. We made sure that nothing loose from our end, and probably you and Nagy, you all were there when we won last time. Probably all our lucky charms.
Too kind, too kind. And your superstar performers doing really well again. Nakul Rao, Joel Anok, Piyush Gulati, all the boys performing well. You're happy with how they're all going?
Yeah, that's the reason I picked them. They're in the team. So hopefully they chip in, and if they have a bad day, the others have the chance to prove themselves.
And any words of advice to these boys of how they can lift their performance before the next game?
Nah, they're very good team. They just need to stick together. What they're doing, probably just a few changes in their batting, bowling. They can just talk it out, and that'll help. That's what we're trying to do. After every loss, we try and analyze what's going on, where we need to change things, and hopefully that just works for us in the next game. Trial and error is the main thing.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Bunty. Go well in your next game. And now it's time for the Man of the Match award. So a few standout performances tonight. Piyush Gulati bowled extremely well with the ball. Joel Anok, obviously, with the bat, standout performer with 23 runs. And good fielding by the rest of the boys. Kieran, a few good catches as well in the field, but I think the standout performer for tonight, Nakul Rao. 3 for 5 with the ball, 2 brilliant catches in the field. So, Nakul, last game you seemed a little off. You obviously came off that flight. You're a bit worried about your back. But today you seem like you're back to your absolute best.
Yeah, went home after last night's game, really mobilised my back, and I think it's always the thing when you come off a flight, you're a bit nervous. I've had like 2 slip discs, so it always just irks me a little bit, but then Grit Physio obviously helps a lot. Shout out to Grit Physio. But yeah, like it's one of those things, the confidence thing. Today obviously felt a lot looser.
What were you thinking with the new ball? It didn't seem like there was a massive amount of swing on offer, but you still managed to extract a fair bit out of the wicket. What were you thinking?
Even if it's not swinging, which it was swinging, I feel like it was swinging a little bit, but I think seam plays a lot of the seam has a lot of impact on this pitch. Early on, I guess it's just hitting the deck hard when you're coming up the hill and angling the seam a little bit. It just nips both ways. I think Pav's a great exponent of it as well. So luckily, yeah, it paid off tonight.
Yep. And House of Golf voucher, $25. Anything that you're looking to buy with that?
Well, I play golf, so I guess I'll just buy some balls or something. So see how it goes.
Perfect. Congratulations, Nakul. And that wraps up the presentation ceremony for tonight. Good night, everybody.